Master Malika here. I'd like to go over a few basics of wave hands like clouds drifting by. This is Chong style, of course. We'll begin with a few simple hand movements. It's deflecting hand left, then deflecting hand right. And this repeats over and over again. We're going to synchronize the hands at the top and the bottom, one up and one down, reverse top and bottom, one up and one down. The way we synchronize this is by the dantian and the twisting of the waist. The nose, the center of the chest, and the dantian should stay on one line. So as we're twisting, we don't want to get any of those off track. Now my hips are staying put, so I really can only move to about here and to about there before my waist and my dantian, solar plexus, and center line begin to get off kilter. So whether I'm in a horse riding stance, three-plane stance, or even when I'm moving, I have to keep that center line coordination. Now the deflecting hand, the twisting of the waist, those are the upper part of the body. In the lower body, I'm staying with my knees bent and my tailbone tucked up and under, my back flat. So knees bent, tailbone tucked under, back flat, shoulders relaxed. I also will be rolling my shoulder. I'm exaggerating it now, of course, but this is a more subtle movement that's added in with wave hands, where I'm stretching my shoulder back a little bit each time I do the motion. In addition to this, I want to keep a little space between my elbow and my body, and a similar space between my wrist and my elbow. This creates a kind of a circular net. This is a defensive movement. It allows me to catch strikes, grabs, punches, kicks, even elbows and knees to a certain extent. As they're coming in towards me, they're going to be deflected by either my left arm or my right arm as they move across and have the power of my waist to coordinate them. Now, in addition to the movement that we're talking about, I also am going to be moving from left to right, or you can do this right to left as well. So to start out and to make it simple, have one leg out and your weight on the other, and one hand down and one hand up. And then shift towards the middle, twisting your waist, shift to the other side, and there goes the weight now in the opposite leg. And then bring everything back together to the center. So it's kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4 type of a movement. And as I said, you can go either direction. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get back where you started. And to go sideways, you want to make sure that when you extend your foot to the side, you touch the heel down, not the toe. Now you don't have to pull your toe up so high, I'm exaggerating again, but you definitely don't want to touch your toe. So you want to turn your foot a little bit flat and just touch with the heel, then shift your weight. So as I extend my foot over, keep my weight on one leg, and just touch the heel very lightly, and then you can see the foot flatten 50%, 70-30, all the way back. 50-50 is three planes with the two legs together, and then we have the horse stance. And then we have this kind of off balance stance, similar to supporting the sky, Chong style. And we're going to coordinate all this with the tucking in of the spine and then relaxing. So shifting my weight, twisting, rolling my shoulder, coordinating the center line. And then I'd like to show you a little exercise that I learned from Dr. Daniel Wong about how wave hands like clouds can be applied to moving different directions and other forms of weight shifting. For this, I'll start in the horse riding stance, wave hands like clouds. Then I pull one foot in, kind of a Xingyi half stance. And then I go forward 70-30. Xingyi half stance, forward on the other side 70-30. And now on the way back, to make it interesting, I do a kind of traditional cat stance and another traditional cat stance. And I resume the horse riding stance. So the two main methods that we talked about, use the horse riding stance, the three planes position, and the supporting the sky position. But the little exercise I showed you can employ different types of stances and weight shiftings.